Today is December 13th. The quote for today: who you become by doing your service is ultimately more important than what you achieve. Now, conditioned by the West, results are everything. We're always, we're evaluating and valuing ourselves based on the results. And I'm not saying that Prabhupada didn't encourage us to get results. He did. He wanted us to make devotees, open temples, distribute books. The mistake is to think that my results equate to my spiritual advancement. If I open a lot of temples, if I make a lot of devotees, if I distribute a lot of books, if I collect a lot of money, or whatever it is that I do, if I do that, it means I'm Krishna conscious. It may mean that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. Ultimately, we're engaged in service to become purified. Now, Prabhupada once said something amazing. He said, all these big projects, actually we don't need them, but you need them to be engaged. So I've created these big projects for you because you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of passion, you have to engage your mind, you have to engage your body, because we can't just sit down and chant Hare Krishna. So many occasions Prabhupada made those statements. It's not so much important what you're doing, but the important thing is to be engaged. Why? So that we become purified. It's the way we have a day, we have 24 hours in a day, we have to do something with our minds, we have to do something with our bodies, with our senses. Engagement is how we become purified. So we always have to remember, it's not just about producing results, but it's about who we are becoming. Are we becoming Krishna conscious? Just like Bhagavatam says, what's the use of all your activities if it doesn't make you Krishna conscious? So for us, sometimes we misunderstand that because we know if we satisfy our spiritual master through producing results, we will advance. I'm not minimizing that. But we can't obliviate the philosophy and allow ourselves to be neglectful of spiritual practices because we think simply by my service I'll get enough mercy, or simply by my service I don't have to have good sadhana because I achieve results. That's an illusion. So, like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says you'll become perfect by doing your work. So, do your service perfectly. And what does perfectly mean? You're doing unmotivated devotional service. You're doing it in the right consciousness. You're not doing it to become recognized. You're not doing it to achieve something. You're not engaging in sense gratification in the name of service. But you're doing it to please your spiritual master, you're doing it to please your authorities, you're doing it to please Prabhupada. And if you're in that consciousness, that's perfect. That's the definition of pure devotional service. Serving without any other motive. So, if that's your consciousness, then it's perfect. Then, whatever you achieve, it's glorious. We've seen many devotees achieve great success and then leave Krishna consciousness because they didn't cultivate the proper mood, or they thought that they didn't need sadhana, or didn't need much sadhana, because their results were so great, or it was a proof that they were empowered. So, look at what I've done, I must be empowered, and if I'm empowered, why do I need good sadhana? Because Krishna's taking care of me, Prabhupada's empowering me, and so forth. It's an illusion that many have fallen into, so don't fall into it yourself. Hare Krishna.